Kathmandu, the capital of the only Hindu kingdom in the world. Nepal is the gateway to Kailash Manasarovar. Your yatra to Kailash Manasarovar begins with the arrival in Kathmandu. In Kathmandu, visit the holiest temple of Lord Shiva, Pashupatinath. The faith of millions of Hindus throughout the world makes them visit the temple as Shiva's sacred residence. It is said that in Kathmandu Valley there are more temples and shrines than houses, and more god and goddesses than people. The Himalayan kingdom is also the birthplace of Lord Buddha. Detailed briefing on Kailash Manasarovar Yatra is given with the film and a slideshow to prepare the participants and make them move forward comfortably. Early in the morning, we leave Kathmandu for the ultimate journey to the most sacred of all pilgrimages, Kailash Manasarovar. For about 5 hours, we drive through green hills, local villages, and arrive at Nepal-Tibet border, Kodari. After completing custom formalities, we enter to border town of Tibet, Khasha or Jangmu. This busy Tibetan town is the famous trade route between Nepal and China. These four-wheel drive land cruisers are the perfect means of transportation for our journey. Our baggages, equipment, food, etc. is carried by separate truck. Nalamu is the natural border between India and Tibetan Plateau. We spend 2 nights here to get acclimatized, which is quite helpful to avoid altitude sickness and move forward quite comfortably. You may be exhausted, restless, little dizzy, disturbed sleep, lose of appetite, and maybe little headache. It is quite normal to everybody, but don't worry, you'll be normal after a day's rest. Confess your sickness with your guide and roommate. Check for the progress and observe your body acclimatizing. But don't proceed with developing symptoms. Today, we cross the first high pass of our yatra called La Lungla. The pass offers us the best view of dozens of great mountains, such as Mount Everest, Choyu, Gauri Shankar, Sisapangma, and more. The plateau mostly remain cold with strong winds throughout the year. The majority of Tibetan people live in a rural part of the plateau, especially valley of rivers and lakes. And a large but diminishing part of the population is the nomadic or semi-nomadic. Livestock grazing in the primary occupation of the Tibetan Plateau region. Tibet is source of many of Asia's major rivers. Brahmaputra, is Tibet's most important river, coming out from near the Kailash region. Others are Karnali, Indus, Ganges and Satluj. For crossing Brahmaputra river, this kind of ferry is used. Our own cook serves the vegetarian meal to our pilgrims. The best available accommodation is very basic, with poor toilet facilities. This is the reason most of the people love to be in the tent. Milk products are considered as one of main food among nomad communities. Since they can't live at fixed residence, they keep on moving to different river valleys where they can find the grassland for their herds. Almost half of the year, Tibet gets snow, so these people raise animals for dairy product, meat and wool. Tibetan wool is quite popular as much as Tibetan arts all over the world. All the family members help each other the way they can. Whole plateau is like their own residential compound. Brahmaputra River Valley is the main source of life in Tibet. Brahmaputra, Indus and Satluj River Valley support number of species, the flowers, herbs and grass. After a little monsoon, these beautiful flowers blooms everywhere, looking so beautiful in the dry land. In the history, Dongba used to be the famous trade route linked with Silk Road. But down there in Kali Gandaki Valley, still caravans are waiting jobs, though roads and truck already replace their jobs. These nomads are eating their main food called champa, made from barley flour, and every day they do drink around 80 cups of liquid, which helps these people for adjusting in the dry highland. On this trip, we can see many beautiful sand dunes made by strong winds. Tibet has a dry and cold climate with an average annual temperature of 1 degree centigrade. On a typical summer day, the temperature can rise from 3 degrees centigrade before sunrise to 27 degrees centigrade by midday. The temperature drops suddenly after the sunset. At 6,714 meters, Kailash is comparatively a small peak in the entire range, with most others topping 7,000 meters. Because of the religious associations, many Hindu and Buddhist ascetics hermits and pilgrims have been drawn to the area of this mountain for the past 2000 years or so to see it, circumambulate it, and practice asceticism and meditation. It is the holiest place for both Hindus and Buddhists. Kailash Parbat is the high, remote western borderland, is the center of universe, holiest of holy.
Deepam devdayanidhe pashupate hritkalpitam grahiyatam.
Before going to Darshan, we take parikrama of Lake Manasarovar by jeep. Pilgrims also can be seen walking along the side of the holy lake Manasarovar. A ritual bath in the sacred Manasarovar will deliver a pilgrim to Brahma's paradise, and a drink of its water relinquishes the sins of 100 lifetimes. Tirthapuri is 72 kilometers west of Darshan. It is very colorful area and right next to the river Satluj. Many hot springs here are really very hot. Around this red and white mountain, it is believed the demon Bhasmasur was burned to ash. This area is very rich for precious and semi-precious stones and also for mineral resources. Gold is found in many areas and significant deposits of irons, coals, salt and or axe are also present. Zinc refuter and other known mineral resources. These people take home these as prasad, and they use this to cure different diseases as well. From Darshan, we drive to Tarboche, Valley of Gods and Goddesses. From here, start the walking around Mount Kailash. This is challenging trip, but not too hard if you are now acclimatized and feeling fine. Walk slow and take rest time to time. Tibet is also home of varieties of wildlife. Always be prepared yourself for the weather condition, as it is very much unpredictable. Travelers always should carry raincoat or umbrella, which can be used as walking stick also. Down jacket, warm underwear, woolen socks, gloves, hats are indispensable for this trip. Also sunglasses, suntan lotion and cap to escape from sun, and hiking boots are recommended for parikrama of Kailash Parvat. This is highest point that we cross on the parikrama. Make offerings at this point and get blessed by Lord Shiva. Frozen Shivasthal or Gaurikunda can be seen from a close distance. This is where the great monk Milarepa supposed to have born from the miracle. Lots of stone carving can be seen around here.
रत्नैः कल्पितमासनं हिमजलैः स्नानं च दिव्याम्बरम् नानारत्नविभूषितं मृगमदा मोदाङ्कितं चन्दनम् जाति चम्पकबिल्वपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देवदयानिधे पशुपते हृत्कल्पितं गृह्यताम् सौवर्णेन रत्नखण्डरचिते पात्रे घृतं पायसम् भक्ष्यं पञ्चविधं पयोदधियुतं रम्भाफलं पानकम् शाकानां यतं जलं रुचिकरं कर्पूरखण्डोज्ज्वलम् ताम्बूलं मनसा मया विरचितं भक्त्या प्रभो छत्रं चामरयोर्युगं व्यजनकं चादर्शकं निर्मलम्.
Conventional wisdom says a single circuit of Mount Kailash wipes out the sins of a lifetime. 108 guarantees enlightenment. We have completed the Kora Parikrama. We have been blessed being very close to God. Now we carry blessings for our near and dear ones and travel same way back for 4 more days to Kathmandu before we go home.
पूजां ग्रहण प्रभो आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामते सहचराः प्राणाः शरीरं ग्रहम् पूजा ते विषयोपभोगरचना